Anglers Extra.
I'm Aaron Canada on the Manager's Show on the Cape Cod Baseball Network, sitting alongside Roberto Saenz, first-year coach for the Chatham Anglers, and touch briefly on the reason that manager John Schiffner's not here. Got ejected during last night's game, and after that ejection, I believe suspended for 3 days, so we won't see Schiff for the next couple of days. And Berto, first off, how do the duties get delegated with the absence of Schiff?
Well, a lot doesn't really change. You know, one of the many great things about working for Coach Schiffner is he lets us coaches truly coach and cuts us loose and has full confidence in our ability to do so, or he wouldn't have us here. So not much really changes. You know, Coach Jay Grenier, the bench coach, is going to handle the personnel slotting, and myself will handle running the offense and the hitters as usual, and Ryan Heil will handle the pitching. So in that realm, not much at all.
Now, it's no secret that the team has been mired in a bit of a losing slump for the month of July. I'd like to get your take on some of the things that are going wrong with this team, because we've spoken to Schiff about the woes at the plate and the absolute dominance of the pitching staff, but the two things can't come together to produce wins. Very true, and it's no secret. We just haven't been producing runs as we did earlier in the season, but there's absolutely no time to push the panic button. We have a lot of games left, and we're still in a great situation in terms of the division to make the playoffs, and that's our ultimate goal. But one great thing about this game is that every 24 hours you get to change your luck, and you're only as good as your last game, obviously. But we're excited to get out. Guys are still playing with energy, and we're going to come out of this, no doubt. Yeah, after the hot start that this team got off to with all the late inning heroics and the walk-off wins, I feel like that's what we're going to see down the stretch for the end of the season. You got the hot start, you get a little lull in the middle, and then at the end you really make a push, as this team has been prone to do in the first couple of games. That's right. We started out hot and kind of going through a little funk at the moment, but we're just getting ready to peak. We're on the verge, and we're not too high, we're not too low at the moment. With a few runs and a few wins, this thing is going to turn around dramatically for us, and I have a lot of faith in the great players that we have here, and they're here for a reason, and it's just a matter of time. We're one click away from putting this whole thing together and getting back on track. One of the things we talked about yesterday was Aaron Westlake, Dan Paolini, Steven Perez, all out of the lineup due to various injuries. How are they looking today? They're looking good. I think Wesley's going to take another day off. Paolini's going to be in the lineup tonight, playing second base for us. And Perez, he laid out for a ball behind shortstop a couple nights ago and kind of jammed his thumb on his glove hand, and he's just resting, getting that thing back in shape, working with the trainers, and he's going to be back in the lineup very shortly. And not a bad guy to have on the mound to try to break this 5-game losing streak in Derek Self, coming off his complete Game 1 hitter the last time this team won in Hyannis. That's right. This guy is the epitome of what you'd like to see on the mound in terms of his ability to throw strikes. The tempo works fast, and he's a true competitor that understands his job and does it at a very high level, very consistently. How are you filling into this role as a first-year coach with the Anglers? You and Ryan Heil both enjoying your first seasons on the Cape. How are you guys coming along? Oh, great, man. Again, very, very fortunate that Coach Schiffner invited me out here to be a part of this very special thing. The Cape Cod and Chatham, the way we're treated is top-notch, and I believe first class all the way. Can't say enough good things about this situation. And just to be surrounded with the great coaches and players is truly a treat. We've spoken to Schiff about what a grind it is, not only on the players but the coaches as well. I mean, you guys get home real late, then you got to get up and do it all over again the next morning. And Ryan's got the kids camp in the morning. You've got to get up and take care of the field. How are you holding up? I mean, this is a strenuous position to be in. It is, but if you look at it in a real true perspective of life and a job, this is beautiful. Look around. I'm in my office right now in shorts, boat shoes, here with you, not crunching numbers, doing some CPA task that maybe somebody in my position might be forced to do on a daily basis. This is truly bliss. What do you tell your buddies back home? They're all doing whatever it is in the hot sun and not having as much fun as you are. Right. They make a lot more money than I do, but I truly believe I have a lot more fun than they do. So we talk about it often, and it's neat to trade stories. He's Roberto Saenz. I'm Aaron Canada. It's the Manager's Show on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Go Anglers!